Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today for Samsung Life's earnings presentation. Today, we will start off with the presentation by the company, followed by your questions. Please press star and 1 to ask a question. Now we will begin Samsung Life's 2025 first half earnings presentation. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Min-young Kim, Head of Investor Relations. Thank you for joining us today for Samsung Life's 2025 first half earnings presentation. Today's call is scheduled for 1 hour, starting with the earnings presentation delivered by our CFO, Mr. Won-sam Lee, and followed by your questions, which will be addressed by the members of our managed team present here today. Please note that the figures in this presentation may be revised during the auditing process, and any forward-looking statements, including the earnings outlook contained in today's conference call, are subject to change depending on both domestic and overseas market conditions and operating environment. Let me now hand over the presentation to our CFO, Mr. Won-sam Lee. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the CFO, Won-sam Lee. I would like to thank our investors and analysts for taking the time out of your busy schedules to attend today's earnings call. I sincerely apologize for delaying the conference call due to my unavoidable schedule conflict, and thank you for your kind understanding. Let me start with our key business results for the first half of 2025. In the first half of 2025, despite the intensifying competition within the overall health insurance segment, we were able to grow our health new business CSM by 27.6% year-on-year to record 1.1 trillion won, expanding our market dominance in the health business. Multiple for the new business health products recorded 16.6 times on the back of efforts to strengthen product competitiveness and manage efficiency. Through this, both the quality and quantity of new business improved. In addition, we were able to strengthen the foundation for CSM growth by increasing our exclusive FC agents, along with increasing the number of active GA branches that sell our products. Our CSM balance at the end of June was 13.7 trillion won, increasing by 0.8 trillion won year to date, owing to new business CSM of 1.4 trillion won and efficiency management. Consolidated net profit for the first half recorded 1,394 billion won, having increased by 1.9% year-on-year, backed by solid insurance service results, owing to increase in our CSM balance and stable investment profit. K-ICS ratio at the end of June recorded 187%, while our Tier 1 capital K-ICS ratio recorded 142%. Both improved quarter-on-quarter while maintaining adequate solvency. Let me now walk you through our financial highlights. Our consolidated net profit for the first half grew by 26 billion won year-on-year to 1.4 trillion won. On a quarterly basis, net profit recorded 759 billion won in the second quarter, which is up from first quarter's 635 billion won. Insurance profit reported 831 billion won, while investment profit reported 1 trillion won in the first half. I will go over the specifics in the next slides. Insurance service results for the first half recorded 831 billion won, growing by 16.8% year-on-year. The strong earnings were led by an increase in CSM amortization profit on the back of increased CSM balance, while operating variance remained stable owing to improved efficiency. In addition, CSM loss from in-force contracts dropped in the second quarter. We will do our best to secure robust insurance profits by expanding our CSM balance by increasing quality new business CSM and stringent efficiency management. Following is a breakdown of our investment profits. Investment profit in the first half reported 1 trillion won, lower from a year ago. Despite increase in recurring profits attributable to solid net interest margin and dividend income, investment profits dipped due to lower subsidiary contributions. Even with the recent volatility in the financial markets, we plan to secure stable investment profits going forward through our asset diversification strategy under stringent risk management. Next is the current status of our consolidated balance sheet. Our total assets came in at 319 trillion won as of June and is comprised of 218 trillion won in invested assets, 27 trillion won in variable account, 30 trillion won in corporate pension account, and 44 trillion won in Samsung Card and other consolidated subsidiaries. Total liabilities came in at 285 trillion won, with insurance liabilities recording 208 trillion won, including 13.7 trillion won for CSM. Shareholders' equity recorded 34 trillion won. Next is the CSM movement. Our CSM balance at the end of June was 13.7 trillion won, which is a favorable result with an increase of 0.8 trillion won year to date. As mentioned earlier, this is a result of us securing quality new business focused on the health segment in the first half, generating 1.4 trillion won of new business CSM. It also reflects CSM adjustment and amortization of negative 0.1 trillion won and negative 0.7 trillion won respectively. Going forward, we will increase our insurance profit by securing new business CSM more than that of the first half level and achieve stable CSM balance growth by thoroughly managing all efficiency indicators. Now let me explain the changes in shareholders' equity in more detail. Our shareholders' equity at the end of June came in at 33.7 trillion won, increasing by 0.9 trillion won year to date. The increase is supported by a stronger Samsung Electronics share price and solid profit generation, which offset the strengthening of the FSS liability discount rate. Accumulated other comprehensive income came in at 13.3 trillion won, consisting of 0.5 trillion won in insurance finance income and 13 trillion won in financial assets, including valuation gains from SEC shares and bond valuation loss. Now let me walk you through our business highlights. In the second quarter, new business CSM recorded 769 billion won, up by 16.8% quarter-on-quarter thanks to strong high-margin health product sales. On a cumulative basis, new business CSM for the first half of this year recorded 1.4 trillion won. The proportion of health within new business CSM increased from 74% in the first quarter to 85% in the second quarter. On a cumulative basis, it recorded 80% in the first half. The CSM multiple of profitability indicator reported 12.2 times, an improvement from 10.2 times in the first quarter, while health profitability stayed strong at 16.6 times. Let me explain in more detail about the performance of our health new business CSM in the next slide. Health new business CSM recorded 653 billion won in the second quarter, which was an all-time high since the adoption of the new accounting standard IFRS 17. This was backed by enhancing product competitiveness and sales infrastructure. In the first half of this year, we enhanced our non-price competitiveness by improving the underwriting process and increasing services related to healthcare, as well as launching new health products to lead the market. In the second half, we will further expand our sales power to become the number one player within the health insurance industry, combining both life and non-life insurers. We will continuously launch new health products and improve our sales infrastructure. Through this, we expect to create more new business CSM in the first half of this year. Next is on our distribution channel. Our exclusive channel plays a major role in securing quality new business as it has a competitive edge in profitability and efficiency management compared to peers. As of June, there are roughly 48,000 agents in our exclusive channel. As such, the exclusive FC channel saw a net increase of 3,500 agents year to date, maintaining our position as the industry-leading exclusive channel. In addition, FC agents that recently joined have greatly improved their sales power in selling the health products and have played a pivotal role in growing the CSM, resulting in the health proportion within protection-type products to grow to 83%. Next is on our GA channel performance. To expand our performance within the GA channel, we provided price competitive products exclusive to the GAs and improved our sales infrastructure. We also secured partnership with over 3,000 GA branches with high productivity, in addition to the 500 managers assisting GAs, which is one of the highest numbers within the life insurance industry. As a result, health new business CSM from the GA channel recorded 132 billion won in the first half, increasing by 3.7 times year-on-year, with the proportion of health within the protection type rising to 77.5%. We expect our GA channel to continuously contribute to the expansion within the health market. Next is the usage of our AI and digital technology. For the past few years, we have been recommending paperless options such as usage of the mobile for insurance transactions or managing customers. As an early starter within the insurance industry, we were able to secure leading digital competitiveness. In addition, to respond to the rapidly changing insurance technology environment such as generative AI, we have established relevant teams at the end of last year to further advance our digital competitiveness. We have actively expanded the application of AI technology from previous chatbot-centered counseling to insurance core tasks such as new business underwriting and payment. We also utilize the AI tools to improve the sales productivity of all channels, such as the FC, GA, and GFC, by analyzing the different riders and customized insurance products for each customers. Next is our major efficiency trends. Protection persistency ratio, which is one of the most important metrics in managing the CSM, stayed similar at 88% in the 13th month, while improving to 81% for the 25th month. Loss ratio recorded 80% in the second quarter, improving quarter on quarter driven by the death benefit segment, but inched up year on year owing to the low base from last year due to the medical strike. Going forward, we will stably manage our annual loss ratio by expanding our risk premium, strengthening our underwriting, and by managing fraudulent claims. Next is our asset management results. As of June, our invested assets recorded 218 trillion won, of which interest-bearing assets such as bonds and loans account for 68%, while equity and beneficiary certificate assets contribute to securing stable dividend income. Despite difficult macro environments and political uncertainties, our first half investment yield recorded 3.29% through asset diversification under tight risk management. Delinquency ratio recorded 0.22% as of June end, which is one of the lowest level in the industry. Going forward, we will do our best to minimize future losses through preemptive risk management, including tightening our underwriting criteria and trimming down our loan balance. Next is the K-ICS ratio. As of June, our K-ICS ratio recorded 187% due to increase in available capital, such as CSM balance and net profit, resulting in a 10 percentage point increase from the 177% posted in March. Please refer to the table on the right for details regarding our June K-ICS ratio and K-ICS sensitivity to the interest rate and SEC share price. We will continue our efforts to manage the volatility in our K-ICS ratio and maintain our capital adequacy over 180% by reducing the duration gap through increasing ultra long-term bonds and by ceding financial reinsurance. Lastly, I will go over the direction of our corporate value enhancement plan. Since the adoption of the new accounting system, We have continued to increase our shareholder return over the past 3 years based on improved fundamentals and profit growth. Going forward, we will gradually increase our shareholder return to meet the midterm target of 50% and enhance our corporate value by improving our ROE based on recurring profit growth and maintaining adequate capital. We will be reviewing our 2025 dividend payout ratio considering the recently proposed separate taxation on dividend income, in which one of the requirements is to maintain a payout ratio of over 40%. By doing so, we will do our best to ensure that Samsung Life can position itself as a high-quality dividend growth stock in the market. This concludes our presentation on our 2025 first half earnings results. Thank you for attending today's earnings call, and we appreciate your continued interest and support for Samsung Life.
지금부터 질의응답을 시작하겠습니다. 질문을 하실 분은 전화기 버튼의 별표와 1번을 누르시기 바랍니다. 질문을 취소하시려면 별표와 2번을 누르시면 됩니다.
Now Q&A session will begin. Please press star 1, that is star and 1, if you have any questions. Questions will be taken according to the order you have pressed the number star 1. For cancellation, please press star 2, that is star and 2 on your phone.
처음으로 질문해 주실 분은 JP모건의 MW Kim 님입니다.
The first question will be provided by MW Kim from JP Morgan. Please go ahead with your question.
예, 안녕하십니까. JP모건증권의 김명욱입니다. 질문 기회 주셔서 감사드립니다. 저는 두 가지 여쭤보고 싶습니다. 첫 번째는 솔번시 캐피탈이 이제 반기 기준으로 187%까지 이렇게 좀 많이 회복이 된 것을 볼 수 있었습니다. 그래서 좀 여쭤보고 싶은 부분이 이제 말씀을 해주셨지만, 저희가 한 이어엔드 타겟으로 한 180% 정도의 솔번시 레이쇼를 예상을 하면 될지, 아니면은 좀 다른 뷰가 있으신지 그 부분 좀 확인 좀 부탁드리겠습니다. 그리고 이제 정부에서 미니멈 캐피탈 레이쇼도 좀 낮추는 그런 모습이 있었고 해서 이제 회사에서 바라보실 때 현재 이 180% 정도 솔번시 캐피탈이 좀 이제 배당을 이제 충분히 진행을 하고, 또 동시에 이제 비즈니스 그로스가 굉장히 빨리 진행되고 있는데, 비즈니스를 하는데 적절한 그런 캐피탈인지 아니면은 그거보단 좀 많은 캐피탈인지, 그래서 어떻게 지금 현재 회사의 캐피탈을 보고 계신지 궁금합니다. 그리고 이제 관련된 부분에서 이제 이번에 보면은 이제 리ኳ이드 캐피탈의 성장이 굉장히 둔화된 것을 좀 볼 수 있었습니다. 이제 많은 고금리 이제 보험 계약이 만기가 되는 국면으로 좀 들어오는 걸로 이해를 하고 있는데, 지금 그리고 새로 파는 상품은 아무래도 이제 CSM의 증가가 크고, 그리고 이제 준비금의 캐피탈 컨섬션 자체가 그렇게 높지 않을 걸로 좀 생각이 됩니다. 그래서 저희가 한 2, 3년을 좀 바라볼 때 리ኳ이드 캐피탈의 성장을 어떻게 이제 좀 바라보면 좋을지, 그 부분도 좀 궁금합니다. 그래서 그리고 이제 이제 솔번시 캐피탈 외에 이제 하나 좀 여쭤보고 싶은 부분은, 이제 수익성과 건전성이 많이 개선되는 모습을 반기 실적에서 볼 수 있었는데, 뭐 장표에도 한 장 말씀을 해주시긴 했지만, 이를 반영해서 주주들에게 좀 더 이렇게 혜택을 줄 수 있는 밸류업에 대한 그런 공시를 어느 시점쯤 저희가 좀 기대를 하면 될지, 그리고 어떤 내용을 회사에서 현재 고민하고 계신지 이 부분도 말씀해 주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
Yes, this is Myung-woo Kim from JP Morgan. Thank you for the opportunity, and I will be asking two questions. First of all, on a half-year basis, it seems that your solvency capital ratio has recovered quite well. It's now up to 187%. So should we expect more or less year-end levels around 180%, as I believe you stated as your year-end target, or if you have any other views, please share. And the government, of course, has lowered the minimum capital ratio. So that said, what is the company's view toward your current capital position? 1 or 80%, would that be sufficient in terms of funding business growth for your fast growing business, I mean, while doing sufficient dividend payouts? What is the assessment? And second, if you look at the rate of growth for required capital, I think certainly it has slowed down. A lot of your legacy high yield products actually are maturing, and new products actually provide a significant boost to CSM growth, and they're capital light in terms of how much reserve they consume. So looking maybe the next 2-3 years out, what is your outlook in terms of the growth path for required capital? And second, it seems that for the first half, you have seen significant improvement in terms of your profitability and soundness overall. So perhaps could this be translated into added benefits for your shareholders? When can we expect more details in terms of your value-up disclosure, and what particular initiatives, if any, are you thinking about at the company level?
안녕하십니까. RM 팀장 원창희 상무입니다.
Yes, this is Won Chang-hee, the head of the RM team.
네, 킥스가 반기 기준으로 187%를 회복을 했는데요. 주요 요인으로 보면 금리 상승, 주가 상승이 약 한 4%포인트, 그다음에 금감원 제도 개선 영향이 5%포인트, 그다음에 신계약 영향 등이 한 1%포인트 정도 됩니다.
So as you said, our KICS ratio for the first half of the year has recovered back to 187%. In terms of attribution and key factors, the interest rate and share price increase accounted for 4 percentage points. The regulatory change by FSS, 5 percentage points, and then new business, another 1 percentage point.
현재 연말까지 예상컨대 금리와 주가가 현재 수준을 유지한다라고 보면 하락 요인은 연말에 배당, 그다음에 금리 하락, 그다음에 그 CSM 조정 등이 영향이 있을 것 같고요. 나머지 신계약 CSM을 추가적으로 영업을 하면서 확대를 하면 증가 요인이 있을 것 같은데, 당초 저희가 계속 약속드린 대로 연말 타겟 180% 이상은 유지할 것으로 예상이 되고 있습니다.
So up to the end of the year, assuming that interest rates and share price movements maintain current levels, we see both a mix of downside and upside factors. For downside, it could be end of the year distribution of dividends, potential fall of interest rates, and CSM adjustment. But then we see potential for upside as we increase new business CSM. On balance, we expect to be able to deliver end of year KICS at above 180%, which is our target.
그 연말까지 예상컨대 180을 저희가 유지를 할 수 있다고 하면은 저희가 당초에 약속드린 배당 정책은 크게 변동이 없을 거로 예상이 되며 현재 저희는 적절한 수준이라고 생각은 하고 있습니다.
So if we are able to maintain a KICS ratio of 180% at the end of 2025, we believe that there will be no major changes to our previous commitment in terms of dividend policy, and we find that would be an appropriate level.
요구자본 성장 관련해서는 저희가 건강 중심으로 영업을 지속하고 있는데, 아시다시피 저희 그 요구자본을 보면 시장 신용 리스크의 영향이 크고 보험 리스크 규모는 그렇게 크지는 않습니다. 게다가 건강 같은 경우에는 CSM의 증가폭이 훨씬 더 크기 때문에 중장기적으로 볼 때 요구자본 성장은 가용자본 성장이 훨씬 클 것으로 예상을 하고 있습니다.
And in terms of required capital growth, which you asked about, we have been driving a new business and sales primarily centered around health-related products. And as you know, in terms of the components of required capital, market or credit risk is actually quite sizable, whereas underwriting or insurance-related risk is not in comparative terms. And health products actually tend to have much higher CSM growth. So overall, we think our available capital will grow at a much faster rate compared to the rate of growth for required capital.
네, 두 번째 답변 드리겠습니다. CFO입니다.
Yes, this is the CFO. Let me cover your second question.
예, 말씀 주신 바와 같이 회사 지금 손익 확대와 저희는 ROE 개선을 통해 주주 가치를 높이는 것이 저희 최우선 과제이며 회사의 자본을 어떻게 배분할지에 대해 향후 금리 방향성 등 매크로 요건을 신중하게 고려해서 밸류업 시기를 결정하도록 하겠습니다.
So our utmost priority is to enhance shareholder value by driving stronger earnings growth to improve ROE. And so we will cautiously consider the macro conditions, including the directionality for interest rate movement, in determining our capital deployment strategy to determine the timing for our value-up disclosure.
신사업에 대한 고민도 밸류업 방안에 저희가 담으려고 하고 있고 시니어 리빙 사업 및 향후 해외 사업을 선진국 시장까지 범위를 확대하는 등의 내용도 현재 심각하게 고민하고 있습니다.
So we are thinking very hard about potential new business areas as well, which will be reflected in our value-up plan. And so those include senior living business initiatives, also expanding the scope of our global business to also include advanced economies as well, which we are giving very serious thought to.
회사 킥스 비율은 조금 전에 설명드린 바와 같이요. 중기 추정 환원율 50%까지 점진적으로 늘려나가기에 충분하다고 판단되고 향후에도 180% 수준을 유지할 계획입니다.
In terms of our KICS ratio, we believe that it is a sufficient level to gradually expand our shareholder return up to 50% in the mid to longer term, and we expect and will plan on maintaining 180%.
또한 대내외 시장 상황하고 법 규제 여건을 저희가 고려해서 빠른 시기에 밸류업 공시가 가능하도록 최선을 다할 것이며 회사가 소통하고 있는 주주 환원 정책은 차질 없이 추진해 나가겠습니다.
And so we will again be mindful of the changing market conditions, the regulatory and legal environment as well, and we will do our very best to be able to share more on our value-up program at an earlier date as much as possible. And we remain firmly committed to our shareholder return policy, and we'll work to make sure that it is executed without setback.
추가로 하나 더 말씀을 드리면 저희가 추진하고 있는 중기 주주 환원율 50% 달성을 위해서 FY 24년 기준 38%였던 배당 성향을 점진적으로 상향시킬 것이라고 말씀드린 바 있습니다.
So, and one other thing to add, as we work hard to gradually improve total shareholder return up to 50% in the midterm, we have also previously communicated our intent to gradually increase our payouts as well, which was 38% as of FY24.
또한 최근에 이슈가 된 배당소득 분리과세 요건 중 하나가 배당 성향 40% 이상인 점도 충분히 고려해서 배당 성장주로서 당사 주식의 매력도가 제고될 수 있도록 최선을 다하도록 하겠습니다.
And obviously there is a pending issue where to qualify for separate taxation of dividend income, there has to be underlying payout above 40%. Well, we will be mindful of those types of developments as well and work hard to enhance the attractiveness of the Samsung Life shares as a fast-growing dividend growth stock.
네, 김명호 상무님 충분한 답변이 되셨습니까?
죄송하지만 한 가지만 좀 추가로 여쭤봐도 되겠습니까?
네.
May I ask one further question, please?
이제 아무래도 밸류업 공시에 좀 중요한 요인 중에 하나가 이제 자사주 매입 소각에 대한 부분이 있을 것 같은데, 이 부분에 대해서도 회사가 좀 말씀해 주실 내용이 있으신지, 좀 답변해 주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
So, share buyback and potential cancellation may be an important part of your value up disclosure. So, any comments from the company?
예, CFO입니다.
This is the CFO.
자사주 관련해서는 보유 자사주 소각과 신규 자사주 매입 및 소각에 대해 사실 우선순위가 정해진 것은 없고요. 회사 가치 제고라는 원칙하에 중장기에 지속 가능한 자사주 활용 방안을 회사는 검토하고 있습니다.
So in terms of our plan for treasury shares, between cancellation of treasury share holdings and also new buyback and cancellation of new treasury shares, we have not yet established any order of priority yet. But we are reviewing how best to leverage our treasury shares, mindful of enhancing corporate value in the mid to long term.
국내 주요 금융지주사들이 순이익의 40에서 50% 수준을 현금 배당과 자사주 매입 소각에 활용하고 있는 것으로 알고 있는데, 당사 또한 환원율 측면에서는 24년도 기준 금융지주사와 유사한 24년 순이익의 38%를 현금 배당으로 환원하였으며, 중기 50% 목표를 단계적으로 상향시키겠다고 제가 말씀드린 바 있습니다.
If you look at the payout of the major financial holding companies and groups in Korea, it's usually between 40 to 50% of net profit, which is used toward a cash dividend distribution, also share buyback and cancellation. For us in 2024, actually we had similar payout at about 38% of 2024 net income. And we have also reiterated our commitment to gradually enhance that payout further to 50% in the midterm.
다음으로 질문해 주실 분은 신한투자증권의 임희연 님입니다.
The following question will be presented by Hyun Lim from Shinhan Investment and Securities. Please go ahead with your question.
네, 좋은 실적 감사드리고요. 간단하게 두 가지 여쭙고 싶은데요. 저희 최근에 CSM 조정 금액이 과거 대비해서 많이 줄은 것으로 확인이 되고 있는데, 혹시 CSM 조정 내역을 좀 세부사항으로 브레이크다운을 해주실 수 있는지 좀 궁금하고요. 그리고 저희가 어쨌든 CSM 퀄리티에 대한 시장의 이제 고민이 계속 좀 커지고 있는 걸로 이해를 하고 있는데, 저희 삼성생명에서는 CSM 멀티플을 제외하고 좀 유의미하게 모니터링하고 있는 CSM 퀄리티 지표가 있는지, 있다면 어떤 것들을 좀 중점적으로 보시는지 같이 좀 말씀해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그리고 두 번째로는 저희 자료 12페이지에 AI랑 이제 디지털 활용 현황 관련해서 디테일하게 각 부문별로 좀 말씀을 주셨는데, 혹시 이게 좀 정량적으로 효율성이 얼마나 개선이 됐는지 또는 비용이 얼마나 절감이 됐는지 좀 숫자로 좀 구체적으로 말씀을 해주실 수 있는 게 있는지 또 좀 궁금합니다. 네, 두 가지 좀 여쭙고 싶고요. 질문 이상입니다.
Yes, thank you for delivering solid performance. I have two brief questions. First of all, it seems compared to past levels, your CSM adjustment actually has gone down quite significantly. So if you could provide a more detailed breakdown of the adjustment. And I believe that CSM quality is a growing concern within the market. So apart from CSM multiple, what other meaningful indicators do you track at the company level? What do you look at with particular interest in terms of monitoring? Second, on page 12 of your deck, I think you provide details about AI or digital-related initiatives. Could you provide any quantitative numbers in terms of how much efficiency gain has been achieved, how much in cost savings you have also seen, If you have some numbers you could share, we would appreciate it.
네, 안녕하십니까. 계리팀장 변인철 상무입니다. 답변드리겠습니다.
Yes, this is Byun In-cheol, head of the actuarial team.
먼저 질문 주신 그 상반기 CSM 조정 금액에 대해서 좀 세부 내역을 경상적인 요인과 비경상적인 요인으로 구분해서 좀 설명을 드리겠습니다.
So in terms of the CSM adjustment for the first half, you asked for a detailed breakdown. So let me break it down into recurring factors versus non-recurring.
기본적으로 경상적으로 발생하는 CSM 조정은 저희가 이제 흔히 회계적으로 보유계약 차이라고 말씀을 드리는데요. 이는 이제 저희가 평가하는 시점에 따른 해지 그 부분의 영향으로 그냥 쉽게 이해하시면 되고요. 이 부분이 대략 한 2천억에서 3천억이 좀 경상적으로 일어납니다.
So in terms of recurring factor for CSM adjustment, it's due to a accounting operational variance. So it depends on the different lapse rate at the time of valuation. So on a recurring basis, it's between 200 billion to 300 billion, what we call in-force variance.
다만 그 올해 상반기에는 좀 두 가지 일회성 요인이 있었는데 한 가지는 이제 1분기에 그 연령별 손해율로 변경되는 감독제도 영향이 하나 있었고요.
For the first half this year, we have two non-recurring or one-off factors that came into play. First is the regulatory change to differentiate loss ratios depending on age group, which was enforced in the first quarter.
2분기에는 저희가 이제 예금보험료 관련된 재서공과 가정을 사용을 하는데 이 부분이 소폭 좀 개선된 부분이 반영이 돼서 전년 대비 그 1분기 CSM 조정이 상당폭 줄은 것으로 이해하시면 되겠습니다.
And then the second one-off factor was in terms of a slight improvement to our assumptions regarding the depositor protection premium, also other dues and fees related to the second quarter.
마케팅 팀장 이동훈입니다. CSM 배수 외에 퀄리티 지표를 보고 있는 다른 항목 관련해서 답변드리겠습니다. 당사는 신계약 CSM뿐만 아니라 해지 등 보유계약 관리를 통해서 순중 CSM을 KPI로 관리하고 있습니다.
So this is Lee Dong-hoon. I'm head of the channel and marketing team. You asked about what indicators other than CSM multiple we look at. So we look at various metrics, of course, new business CSM, lapse, also CSM balance, and another major KPI, of course, is the net CSM movement or net increase.
안녕하십니까. AI 추진팀장 양경영 상부입니다. 두 번째 질문 답변 드리겠습니다. 현재 당사
Yang Kyung-yong, head of the AR initiative team. Let me cover the second question.
네, 현재 당사는 말씀드린 것처럼 보험 코어 업무 영업 지원에 다양한 AI 적목을 진행하고 있습니다. 이를 통해서 업무 효율 그리고 비용 절감, 영업력 강화 등을 효과를 보고 있다고 판단하고 있습니다.
So we are applying AI technology across many different parts of our insurance core business and business processes, and we believe we are achieving operational efficiency, cost savings, as well as overall strengthening of our operations.
이러한 효율성은 내부적으로 현재 좀 관리 중인 상황이고 이 부분에 대한 자세한 부분들은 추후 기회가 있을 때 말씀드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
So these efficiency improvements we are mostly tracking for internal management purpose, and if there is a opportunity later on to share more details about what those metrics are exactly, we'll try to do that at a later date.
또한 회사에서 AI 관련 조직과 투자를 지속 확대하고 있으며 이 부분에서 당사가 AI의 보험 활용에 있어서 선도적인 역할을 할 수 있도록 지속적으로 추진하겠습니다.
And we continue to increase our AI-related organization and headcount as we make more investments into AI, and we are committed to continuing these AI initiatives so that we can play the role as a leader in the industry.
네, 위원님 충분한 답변이 되셨습니까?
Yes, was that a sufficient answer to your question?
네, 감사합니다.
Yes, thank you.
다음으로 질문해 주실 분은 한화투자증권의 김도하 님입니다.
The following question will be presented by Do-ha Kim from Hanwha Investment and Securities. Please go ahead with your question.
네, 질문 기회 주셔서 감사합니다. 저희 듀레이션 갭 간단하게 여쭤보고 싶고요. 저번 분기 때에는 마이너스 1.6년 정도로 말씀 주셨는데 이번 분기는 어느 정도로 좁혀졌는지 설명 부탁드리고요. 저희 손실계약, 두 번째 질문은 손실계약 관련해서 환입이 좀 들어오셨는데 저희가 반기 보고서도 좀 올려주셔가지고 같이 보니까 사망건강연금 고루고루 다 긍정적인 부분이 있었던 것 같아서요. 요거 보종별로 그리고 저번 분기 때 여쭤봤던 대로 신계약과 보유계약 등으로 나누어서 설명 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그리고 원래 이 두 개 질문 드리려고 했는데 좀 전에 다른 질문에서 CSM 조정 얘기 주셔가지고 총액으로는 저희가 일반 계정 놓고 봤을 때 얼마 안 되는 금액이라 안 궁금해하고 있었는데 해지 증가 효과가 마이너스 2,000개가 여전히 있었다고 하셔서 예보료 개선이 그럼 이걸 메이크업할 정도의 CSM 플러스 조정을 야기했다는 의미이신 건지 다시 한번 확인 부탁드릴게요.
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity to ask some questions. First, just briefly on your duration gap. In the first quarter, it was minus 1.6 years. So as of the second quarter, how much narrower is it? And then second, it seems that you have seen some recovery from your loss-making or onerous contracts. I see from your first half business report that there's positive recovery across all product types, including health, annuity, also mortality coverage. So could you break it down by the product or coverage type? And like before, could you also break it down into new business versus in-force contracts? And then I asked a related question that came up earlier about CSM adjustment. The total aggregate number is not that sizable, but you explained how there was a negative 200 billion or so impact from increased lapse. So the improvement that you mentioned briefly about from the depositor protection premium, is it enough to offset and make up that amount? Did it provide that kind of offsetting positive CSM adjustment?
RM 팀장 원창희 상무입니다.
Yes, this is Won Chang-hee, head of the ARM team.
질문 주신 25년 2분기 기준 듀레이션 갭은 1.4 수준입니다.
So the second quarter duration gap as of second quarter 2025 is 1.4 years.
현재 당사는 듀레이션 갭 축소를 위해서 장기채 및 국채 선도 등 ALM 자산 확대 및 스트립 50년 채권 등 기존 대비 ALM 자산의 효율화를 계속 추진 중에 있고 현재 금융 당국에서 듀레이션 갭 규제를 시행을 하려고 하고 있는데 그 기조에 맞춰서 경영 전략을 펼치고 있는 상황입니다.
So we are working to narrow this minus 1.4 year duration gap further by investing more in long-dated bonds, also forward KTBs as a way of enhancing our ALM management and allocation towards 50-year strip bonds, for example. The authorities are working on enhancing or tightening regulations regarding the duration gap. So we will, of course, stay aligned to those developments.
예, 계리팀장 변인철입니다. 두 번째, 세 번째 질문 같이 답변드리겠습니다.
Yes, this is Byun In-cheol from the actuarial team. Let me cover questions 2 and 3.
먼저 상반기 CSM 조정에서 예보료 개선 효과는 약 1,000억 내로 크지 않고요. 대부분은 1분기 감독제도 변경에 따른 연료물 손해율 개선 효과가 각각 상품 군별로 영향을 미쳤다고 이해하시면 될 것 같습니다.
So in terms of the factors for CSM adjustment in the first half of the year, the impact from the depositor protection premium actually was not that major. It's just 100 billion or so. Most of the impact came from the different loss ratios applied by age range, which was enforced in the first quarter, which had more or less an even impact across all product types.
그리고 그 경상적으로 저희가 분기에 그 신계약에서 그 손상이 발생하는 규모가 한 200억에서 300억 정도 되는데요. 대부분이 실손 보험하고 그다음에 저희 그 디지털로 팔고 있는 어떤 미니 보험이나 이런 어떤 그 좀 마케팅성이 강한 보험 등에서 한 200~300억 그 신계약에서 손상이 발생을 하고 있습니다.
And then in terms of any impairment loss on new contracts, typically on a quarterly basis, we have about 20 billion to 30 billion in impairment loss from new sales, mostly coming from indemnity type product sales or mini insurance products that are sold through the digital or online channel. These are they're associated with marketing promotions.
예, 보유계약 CSM 손실이나 이제 조정이 좋아진 부분은 앞서 말씀드린 이제 그 연령별 손해를 반영하고 그다음에 이제 그 예보료 가정 일부 변경하고요. 추가적으로 저희가 이제 그 효율 관리를 통해서 그 보유계약 CSM 그 유출을 최대한 그 관리를 하고 있습니다. 그러한 어떤 노력도 이제 일부 반영이 되면서 전체적으로 규모를 좀 낮춰준 것도 그 영향을 줬다고 이해하시면 될 것 같습니다. 이상입니다.
And then for the in-force contracts, we did see improvements in terms of lower CSM loss or positive adjustments in CSM. This is again due to the age-specific loss ratios, also the changes to the depositor insurance assumptions, and then on top of that, there were efforts to enhance efficiency further, to tightly manage against any CSM loss or outflow from our in-force book. So that also had a partial effect in reducing the total size.
네, 위원님 충분한 답변이 되셨습니까?
저 혹시 답변을 반기 아니고 분기 기준으로 말씀 주신 게 맞는 건지만 확인 부탁드릴게요. 연령별 손해율이 2분기에도 영향을 미쳤다는 말씀이신 게 아닐 것 같은데, 저는 2분기 CSM 경험 조정을 말씀드린 거라서요. 해지 증가 마이너스 2,000개를 먹고도 전체 경험 조정 마이너스 300원밖에 안 될 정도의 플러스 요인이 연령별 손해율이 맞는지 한번 확인 부탁드릴게요.
So could I just clarify whether your answer applies on a first half year level or the second quarter? I believe I specifically was wondering about the second quarter, but I would not imagine that the loss ratio by age group would have also been a big factor in the second quarter. So could you clarify?
예, 제 답변은 그 반기 기준으로 답변을 드렸고요. 말씀해 주신 것처럼 연령별 손해율은 1분기에 영향이 있었고 2분기에는 이제 예보료 영향과 그 좀 전에 설명드린 저희 그 보유 그 해지 관리를 통한 보유 계약 그 개선 부분이 이제 개선 효과로 나타났다고 이해하시면 될 것 같습니다.
Yes, to clarify, my answer just now was on a half-year basis. And you're right, the loss ratio by age group was the big factor in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was more from the depositor protection insurance, the assumptions, and also tighter management of lapse, which led to improvements in terms of in-force CSM.
다음으로 질문해 주실 분은 모건 스탠리의 최희원 님입니다.
The following question will be presented by Hee-won Choi from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead with your question.
네, 안녕하세요. 질문 기회 주셔서 감사합니다. 저는 그 신계약 CSM 관련해서 한 가지 질문 드리고 싶은데, 저희 건강보험 비중이 지금 2분기 기준으로 전체 신계약 CSM에서 85%까지 비중이 늘어났는데, 앞으로 뭐 하반기나 아니면 내년을 생각하셨을 때 조금 지속 가능한 좀 건강보험의 비중을 어떻게 생각하시는지 궁금하고요. 그리고 건강보험 멀티플이 지금 16.6배로 꽤 좋게 나오고 있는 것 같은데 앞으로 건강이랑 종신보험 멀티플 각각 좀 어떻게 전망하시는지 그리고 이걸 좀 종합하셨을 때 올해 하반기랑 내년도 신계약 CSM 규모는 좀 어떻게 전망하시는지 공유 부탁드립니다.
Yes, thank you. I just want to ask a quick question about your new business, CSM. So in terms of your health products, it seems it's now, as of the second quarter, 85% of total new business CSM. So do you think that this level is sustainable throughout the second half of the year and also into next year? I'm interested in the company's outlook in terms of the share of health-related new business CSM. Second, your health multiple, CSM multiple, is quite good at 16.6 times. So what is the company outlook in terms of multiple for health policies and versus whole life type products? And then overall, what are your expectations for a total new business CSM in the second half of this year and also for next year?
네, 첫 번째 질문은 제가 답하겠습니다. CFO입니다.
Yes, let me cover the first question. This is a CFO.
저희가 건강보험 비중이 굉장히 빠르게 지금 증가해서 2분기에 85%까지 늘었는데 저희가 이게 포트폴리오가 85%까지 증가했기 때문에 이 포트폴리오를 추가로 더 성장시키는 게 중요한 게 아니라 전체 신계약 CSM 양을 어떻게 확대할 건지가 굉장히 중요한 포인트이기 때문에 이 85%가 올라온 이상 이 수준을 유지하면서 내년에도 이 건강보험의 비중은 지속적으로 유지될 수 있도록 추진할 예정이라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
So yes, we have seen a very rapid increase in the portion of the health portfolio, and it is now up to 85% as of Q2. So at this point, it's not important to boost that share any further, but to find ways to grow aggregate new business CSM as a whole. So looking out into next year, we want to maintain the portfolio at around 85%, and we will do our best to maintain that as a sustainable level.
예, 채널 마케팅 팀장 이동훈입니다. 건강 사망 CSM 배수 전망하고 하반기와 내년 신계약 CSM 전망 관련해서 답변 드리겠습니다. 사실 올해는 금리 등 외부 요인으로 인한 변동성 악화에도 불구하고 CSM 확보를 위해서 전사적 역량을 집중하고 있습니다.
Yes, this is Lee Dong-hoon from the channel and marketing team. Let me cover your question about our outlook for CSM multiple for health versus the death coverage products for second half this year and next year. Well, this year, despite significant volatility in terms of the macro, including changes to the interest rates and overall externalities, we actually worked at the full company level to boost CSM.
수익성이 낮고 금리 민감도가 높은 사망 상품보다는 고수익 건강 상품으로 체질 개선 중에 있습니다.
So we are now shifting away from mortality cover, which have lower margins while being more sensitive to changes in interest rates, to the higher margin profile health-related products.
그 결과 25년 2분기 신계약 CSM은 누계 7,686억으로 월 평균 2,560억 정도 달성하고 있고요.
So as a result, we have seen significant growth in our new business CSM. It is over 760 billion as of the second quarter, which breaks down to about 256 billion on a monthly basis.
CSM 배수는 건강이 16.6배수, 사망이 5배수, 금융은 3배수 정도 유지하고 있습니다.
And in terms of CSM multiple, health is 16.6 times, mortality 5 times, and for savings and annuities about 3 times.
도입을 강화하고 고수익 건강 상품 판매 확대를 통해서 올해도 전년 수준의 신계약 CSM 및 배수를 견지하고자 합니다.
So we will continue to broaden our health sales and new health CSM to achieve a CSM growth and also CSM multiple, high multiple commensurate or similar to prior year levels.
네, 위원님 충분한 답변이 되셨습니까?
네, 감사합니다.
네, 더 이상 추가 질문이 없는 관계로 이상으로 실적 발표를 마치도록 하겠습니다. 데이터가 필요하신 분은 IR 파트로 연락 주시면 성실히 응대해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
We will conclude our conference call for the second quarter 2025 for Samsung Life. Please contact us at the IR team if you require further data. Thank you very much.